Hey, everybody. Hello, hello. I am Terry Luongo, and I am so happy to see so many of you on this workshop tonight. I have been in the health and wellness industry for close to 30 years now. I'm a health coach and a health advocate. And I am so pleased to see you here this evening because this is going to be a little bit like an experiential workshop. And it's all around this conversation of preparing and caring for two. And what I've seen is how important this conversation is, because in the past 30 years, I have seen and witnessed an incredible decline in the health of our children. So this information that you're going to hear tonight is vital to the health of your family, to your children, and future generations. So this evening, we're going to hear from Abi Nowlin and Emily Otten, both of whom are health coaches and health advocates. And together, what I can tell you is that they have inspired and supported hundreds of families in accomplishing better health for themselves and their children. So I am pleased to turn it over to Abi Nowlin.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much, Terry. Oh my goodness, it's such an honor to get to be here tonight. Thank you all of you for being here and spending 30 minutes of your Monday evening with us. So whether you are here live or you're watching the recording, I am super excited to dive into this. So I'm going to share my screen here and we will get started. Okay. Can somebody just throw me? I can't see. Let's see. Can somebody give me a thumb? Okay, I can see Terry. Perfect. Okay, so a conversation about how to care for you and baby before, during, and after pregnancy. So no matter where you find yourself on the spectrum tonight, maybe you are wanting to expand your family, you are in the pregnancy season, or maybe you're after, maybe you had kids years ago and you are just here tonight because you have somebody that you want to share this message with. So I'm super excited to dive into tonight. So I want to talk to you about what you can expect. So we're going to talk about what Juice Plus is and how it's made. In our amazing community, we are all about creating experiences for people. So for those of you that don't know what Juice Plus is, we'll dive into that. But really our hope and our heart for tonight is that you walk away feeling inspired to take the next right step in your health journey, whatever that is. And so yeah, that's my heart and my goal for tonight. So please interact in the chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself. This is fun and interactive, and we want to hear from you. And if you have any questions at any point, please don't hesitate to throw those in the chat either. We can also get with you and answer those. So I'm going to also talk about my story and experience with Juice Plus and my health journey and how I got here, the value and importance of taking care of you before pregnancy. Why Juice Plus is your prenatal, vitamins versus Juice Plus. We're going to talk a little bit about Emily's journey and then getting started if that's something that interests you. So let's dive into some really sobering and sad statistics. I want to start with how we got here and then really take this to a beautiful, happy place. So these numbers, 2010, 2015, and 2016, I would be curious to know where we would be at now after the last 3 years. I don't know if you would agree with me, but the health of our nation and our world has declined since 2020. And our food is in a worse place. We can't trust things that are on the shelf and the food that we're putting in our bodies always. We don't know where it came from. And if it came from a place and you're like, okay, I think I trust that place, we don't know if it's really true. And so I don't know about you, but if you go down the rabbit hole, it can sometimes feel daunting and overwhelming. So I don't know if you can relate or you've been there. But what I know is that food and nutrition play a huge, huge role in our genes and our health and our life. And so what I know tonight is that DNA is not your destiny. And so maybe you've walked in tonight with a discouraging story of feeling like, oh my gosh, I don't think my situation is ever going to get better. And what I do know is that fruits and vegetables can only help your body and they can't hurt you. And so I hope tonight that you leave encouraged that you can make one empowering change in the right direction. So I hate that we are in an unhealthy place, but what I know is that our community is all about providing hope. And so tonight, I hope that you feel hope and inspiration. So What is Juice Plus? For those of you that don't know what it is fruits and vegetables that have been juiced, dried, put into a capsule or a chewable with the nutritional integrity maintained. It's been around for over 30 years with incredible, staggering, beautiful research, not just any research that is double-blind, placebo-controlled. It's not done on animals, it's done on real people, and it's done by leading medical journals and institutions all over our world. And so it absolutely has changed my life and my health, and so many people on this call's life and health, and millions of other families around the world. So before I dive into kind of my journey, I want to set the stage with what Juice Plus is. So I'm going to share a short little video with us here. We're going to hear from some doctors, how it's made, and the research. So give me 1 second here. I'm going to get this pulled up. I'm going to go. All right. Here we go.
Eat more fruit and vegetables. It's about the only thing every expert agrees on. You need to eat more fruits and vegetables for the health you want.
We eat plenty of protein, we eat plenty of carbohydrates and sugar. We have plenty of calories. What we're missing to be healthy, to be at our optimal best, is the nutrition of plants.
We know that we need to get probably at least 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day, and most of us can't or don't. And that's where Juice Plus comes in.
Juice Plus really helps bridge that gap between what we're supposed to be eating and what we do eat.
Juice Plus provides the nutrients from 30 different fruits and vegetables every day. And they're micronutrients. You don't need a whole lot of them. You just need a little bit every day.
Such a quick, easy, once a day, simple thing to do.
Juice Plus capsules and the Juice Plus ingredients are non-GMO. They are vegan.
Tested for herbicides, pesticides, yeast, mold, and fungus. It's gluten-free, dairy-free, even the capsule.
Juice Plus helps in making healthy living easier because of what I call the 3 Ps. It's effective, and we know that it works because of the research. It's efficient. How quick, easy is it? I mean, if you have time to yawn, you can swallow the capsule. And it's economical.
When you tell somebody to change their diet, you might as well ask them to learn a new language, especially if they're an adult, because so much of our life is centered around food. But if you ask somebody to take some capsules, that's one simple change.
I like to look at Juice Plus as the one simple change to help get people started.
We're not asking them to go out and run a marathon. We're not asking them to join a gym. We're simply saying, with your nutrition, try making one simple change.
Habits are tough to change, but if you start slowly and just start one at a time, then you'll notice after that you want to do more of the healthy things and less of the bad things. What really got me involved with Juice Plus was the research.
20 plus years of real clinical research, not mice, not hamsters, not cells, people.
Over 40 publications in the medical literature.
Randomized, controlled, double-blind, placebo-controlled trials done at major university hospitals by the researchers who were tops in that field.
People are always looking at labels. Labels provide very limited information. What matters is bioavailability. Are the nutrients actually getting into your blood?
20 of the clinical studies that have been done show bioavailability, which means that the nutrients are getting into the bloodstream.
Beyond that, we've shown functionality. It gets into the blood and it helps different tissues and cells and systems work better. That's as good as it gets.
Brain health, skin health, gum health, lung health, heart health, supports a healthy immune system. There is no other fruit and vegetable supplement on the planet that has the quantity and the quality of nutritional research that Juice Plus has.
Juice Plus is not a magic pill. Juice Plus is not the only thing that people can do. For the past 17 years, I have enjoyed the benefits of over 30 fruits and vegetables every day in my body.
In my 27 years, I've seen a lot of these copycat products come and go, and they come and go. Juice Plus stays because it's the standard.
All right, y'all. So that is a little bit about Juice Plus. I hope that sets the stage for you and just encourages you and inspires you. Okay, so I want to share a little bit of my story with you and my journey. My journey takes us back to the 2015 timeframe. I started majorly struggling with gut health, and the anxiety and the depression followed not long after. I don't know if you know this, but 95% of your serotonin, which is your happy hormone, is held in the lining of your gut. And so typically people that have gut issues struggle with mental health. And so I was in a really, really rough place. I had never struggled with anything like this before. And I just remember searching and looking for answers, trying to find relief. And if you've ever been on the mental health journey and road, it is tough and often feels like there is no light at the end of the tunnel. And so I remember at one point telling my mom that I needed help. And I went and I saw a doctor, and I was put on some anxiety and depression medication, which I personally quickly made a decision to get off of those after I started to become dependent on them after taking them for not very long. And so I made a decision that I wanted to go a more holistic, natural route. At this time in 2015, it was a road less traveled, and a road that I knew would take me longer, but I knew in the long run, looking back 5 years down the road, being addicted to something based on the behavior that I was exhibiting was not something I wanted to do. And so I went and I saw a holistic health doctor. She prescribed me a bunch of different supplements, and I made progress. There were indeed a lot of issues going on. I had parasites in my gut. I mean, there were so many things happening. But the sustainability and the cost of it just didn't match up. And so I was really at this standstill with my health when Juice Plus was introduced to me. My mom actually heard about it at a healthy living event from our friend who's a 3-time stage 4 ovarian cancer survivor, and her oncologist at MD Anderson was the one that recommended it to her as she was signing palliative care paperwork. And so my mom was like, oh my gosh, maybe this can help Abby. And so I was a skeptic, but I was a skeptic with nothing to lose. And so maybe you're a skeptic here tonight in the room. And I just want to validate you and say that I was there. But I had nothing to lose because it's literally just food, y'all. And food cannot hurt you. It can only help and improve your body. And so I made a decision in 2018 that I was going to get started. And over that year, I watched my health completely transform. My anxiety and depression started to go away. My energy was through the roof. I wasn't addicted to caffeine. I started to exercise. I started to move. Every time I ate, I wasn't nauseous, horizontal on the couch. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And like Dr. Jan Roberto said, Juice Plus is not a magic pill, but it's bioavailable. And when your body is being fed powerful nutrition every single day, powerful things happen. And so I got started on Juice Plus for the reason of my gut issues and anxiety and depression. And little did I know that this product would absolutely transform my health, and I'd get pregnant with my son, carry him to full term, and now have a almost 1-year-old who's healthy and thriving and eats everything. Literally, I was just talking with my girlfriend tonight at dinner, and she was like, does he not eat anything? And I'm like, no, he literally eats everything. And so I started feeding him Juice Plus in utero. And so it's powerful what you can do and start to control when it comes to shaping and forming your baby's taste buds. And so I want to dive into why should you choose Juice Plus as your prenatal. So it's going to help bridge the gap in your diet and give your babies the fruits and vegetables from in utero. You're literally forming their taste buds as they're being molded. Their nutrition is being taken to their body and their cells as they're being built inside of you. That is absolutely mind-blowing and powerful. It's backed by incredible research. And if you're interested in diving more into that, we can absolutely send you more of it, but we kind of scratched the surface on that tonight. Your DNA being one of them. I mean, that's powerful. You are literally weaving into your baby powerful nutrition from their DNA. It's absorbed by the body, bioavailable. This was also something else that was mentioned in the video. So bioavailability is very, very important when you're taking anything because your body recognizes it and absorbs it as if it's truly food. So when you are swallowing those Juice Plus capsules or those Juice Plus chewables, your body literally feels as if it's actually consuming all 20 or 30, depending on what blends you're consuming every single day. You're getting folate, which is a huge hot buzzword for pregnant ladies, and making sure you're getting that folate. So that's God's folic acid. It's not synthetic. It is actually coming from lemon peel. Pregnancy and delivery are oxidative stress events. Basically, that's a fancy word for it's very tough and hard on the body. And so you need to be supporting your body in the best way possible. And that starts even before you are pregnant. So we're supposed to be getting 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables, which a serving is a handful every single day. And if you're pregnant or an athlete, you need to double that number. So 14 to 26. I don't know about you, but that's literally eating 26 would be more hours than in a day. Natural energy from plants. I had incredible energy throughout my entire pregnancy. I literally would take a nap only on the days where I maybe, did a lot more than I normally did, but I felt incredible. And I had a great cravings too. That was something else that I really, really noticed. I really didn't crave anything. I ate healthy throughout my whole pregnancy. And I know that played a role in my recovery and all those things. So I thought this was super interesting. I know I was talking about literally feeding your body and your baby from the get-go, and the power that has. Time Magazine did something in 2010 where they talked about how like the chemicals we're exposed to and what we consume, the emotions that we feel as women, those things impact our baby in utero. And so food plays the same role too. So we get the power to control certain things that go inside of our body. Yes, there's going to be toxins and things that you can't control in our world and in our day. But what I do want to know is that when I lay my head on the pillow, I did all that I could that day to give my body and my baby the best nutrition that I possibly could. So Dr. Odom is an OBGYN in our incredible community, and he's been recommending Juice Plus to his patients since 1998. And I don't know, this amazing image blows my hair back every time that I see it. So this study that was done between 2000 and 2003, there was a group of women that consumed Juice Plus and a prenatal. And there was another group that just consumed a standard prenatal. And y'all, these numbers are staggering. The Juice Plus column has basic, other than the birth rate and the average birth rate, 0 is for everything. That is absolutely incredible. It's just amazing. It blows my mind. And so preterm label, preeclampsia, respiratory distress syndrome, and NICU admission. So it just goes to show you that there is power in the things that you put in your body and you do have control over it. And I get it. We are tired. We've got a lot going on. And so this is what makes my everyday simple and easier, because I don't know about you, but cutting up beets every day to feed my baby is not on the list of things that I always have the time for every day. And so I know that I am getting beets every single day in my Juice Plus, and so is Bo. Okay, let's talk about the difference between Juice Plus and vitamins. People often think that Juice Plus is a vitamin, and so it's not. It is literally just food. It's in a capsule, it's in a bottle, but it's organic, non-GMO, literal fruits and vegetables that have been just put into a powder form. So there's no warning label. It has a nutrition label if you look at the back of the bottle. It is completely safe for all ages. This is a huge thing for me because there are so many things where it's like, oh, well, you can't do this pregnant, or, oh, well, you can't do this when you're nursing. No, there is none of that here. Everything in our community is completely safe, whether you are womb or tomb. That's what we say, womb to tomb, Juice Plus is completely safe for, which is powerful. So vitamins are not bioavailable. This is kind of one point I'll wrap up here. And if you want to take a screenshot of this slide, feel free. But so bioavailability, this was mentioned in the video. So if you are currently consuming a prenatal, or you're currently consuming any type of vitamin, one thing that you may notice is that you have bright yellow urine. And you might be asking yourself why that is, or maybe you've never even thought about it. But the reason that you have bright yellow urine is because your body doesn't recognize what you're consuming. And so it discards it as waste. And so this is what was happening to me when I was consuming all of those supplements when I went and saw the holistic health doctor. And so I was basically peeing out the majority of what my body was supposed to be consuming. It's like expensive urine is what I like to call it, which is a little bit like, oh, that's so frustrating, because sometimes those things are not inexpensive. And so what you know is that literally when you take Juice Plus, it gets to your cells very, very, very quickly. I'm not going to say immediately, but very, very quickly. Okay, so these slides are actually taken from Aaliyah Health. You can go look at her page if you want, and this is not to scare anybody, not to shame anybody. These slides are really, this is what I've learned. I didn't even know some of these things about what is in the prenatals that are on the shelves in our store. It is sobering. It is like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. How is this even being sold for us to consume and for our babies to consume? Gelatin, glucose syrup, red dye number 40, blue number 1, glucose syrup, natural flavors, canola oil, PEG. Again, if you want to take a screenshot of this and dive in deeper, you can also go to her page. She shares some really amazing information. And I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, this has to be shared with people, because in our community, we believe that when you know better, you do better. Okay, so let's talk about the clinical research. It's third-party tested. It's supported by 40 scientific publications from clinical studies on the products themselves, the majority meeting the gold standard, which is double-blind, placebo-controlled. It's conducted by leading universities, hospitals, and research centers around the world. It's published in peer-reviewed scientific journals. It shows a wide range of benefits, and you'll see here one of those things listed is DNA health, which is so powerful when you are feeding that baby of yours. Cardiovascular wellness, immune system support, the list goes on and on and on. And if you want more information on the research, you can just get with the person that invited you to be here and they can share more with you. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over to my amazing friend, Emily, who is 35 weeks pregnant with a beautiful baby girl. She's been on Juice Plus for years and years, and I'm excited to turn it over to her. So Emily, I'm going to stop my share and take it over to you, friend.
Oh, thanks for having me, you guys. I'm really excited to be on here and share my story. Just hearing everything Abby just shared just reminds me really why our family said yes. I think it's about 10 years. I'm coming up on the 10-year mark of my mom actually starting with me. So I love that Abby said the same thing. Her mom found it and came to her, and my mom and I found it together. And I actually called her in college and I said, Mom, if you get Juice Plus, I can get my Juice Plus for free. So, you know, moms will do almost anything for their kids. And I'm so grateful that she said yes, because it's forever changed our health picture. And really, we just knew we weren't eating enough fruits and vegetables. My mom is a trained biologist. So when she saw the research, it was a total like no-brainer. She knew that this was such a simple solution. At the time, I was training for half and full marathons in college. I was getting sick every 6 to 8 weeks. And what I didn't know is that I was physically fit, but I was not nutritionally fit. And so through this community, I learned about micronutrition and feeding our body with good food. And in a really short amount of time, I went from being on an antibiotic almost once a month to thriving, sleeping better, feeling better, craving better food, getting sick way less often, cutting down my recovery time in my marathons. And one simple change at a time led to just an incredible just health journey of wanting to, like Abby said, when you know better, you do better. So as far as pregnancy goes, our journey to getting pregnant and staying pregnant was a lot different than I ever imagined. And I love that Abby mentioned that DNA is not your destiny. And I'm so grateful that God designed our bodies that way. After 3 early miscarriages, I was told just to keep trying and that everything was fine. And so, of course, I was thankful and grateful that we were getting pregnant. But of course, staying pregnant was a whole nother battle. And so at the time, I decided to switch to a new OB. And the one that I switched to, I was really grateful that he actually took the time to sit down and talk with me about just some different things that could be happening. And his first recommendation was supporting my body with good nutrition. He talked about lifestyle and health habits. And he is actually one of the top OBs here in St. Louis. And he actually recommends all of his patients to be eating Juice Plus before, during, and after pregnancy. And he even donates some to his patients and pays out of his own pocket because he knows the impact that it makes. The slide that Abby showed, I put in the chat. I'm like, if we only shared this on the call, we could all hang up and be mind blown and end it there. But the stories and the things that have happened because of what happens in the body when you eat Juice Plus, I just was grateful that I already had that foundation going into this. Of course, it was frustrating, but I just was like, oh my gosh, I can't imagine where I would be if I didn't have this foundation, walking into this. So as we were walking through loss, of course, I was doing everything I could to learn about Abby kind of mentioned folic acid versus folate, prenatal versus whole food. I just wanted to make sure that I was giving my body the best possible chance to do what it's made to do. And so I wasn't just looking to support my body through each miscarriage, but I was looking to support my body through pregnancy and stay pregnant. And I was really hopeful that that could happen. I knew it was going to happen. It was just a matter of connecting one dot to another and of course, trusting God's timing. But I'm grateful to say that we're now 35 weeks pregnant. And I have continued to just stay consistent with my nutrition. Of course, pregnancy has been a whole new eye opener of like, I'm just so grateful for this like one simple hack. I'm like, how do moms get through the day without having their Juice Plus? Because it just gives you peace of mind. In the first trimester, there were lots of days that I couldn't get a whole lot of nutrition in, but I had my Juice Plus Complete and I had my Juice Plus capsules, and it was my non-negotiable. So for me and for my husband and I, it's the three things that make Juice Plus unique. And the reason why we invest our hard-earned money into Juice Plus is, number one, it's a food label. So it's not a supplement label. That meant a lot to us because, like Abby just shared, some of those statistics on the other prenatals are slightly frightening. Number two, it's NSF certified. So it's not just organic, it's better than organic. And of course, it's the most researched product, which Abby just shared a little bit on. But when you dive into that and you really, put the magnifying glass on it, it really shows you what you're getting when you invest in Juice Plus. And so I always say, we don't really treat Juice Plus like an expense. We treat it as an investment in our health. And I'm just super grateful that my mom said yes. So really, all in all, my heart goes out to anyone who's walked a similar path, or maybe even still in waiting. My mission, I will say, for sharing this became even stronger when I walked through that, because I know I've connected with so many women that are struggling in some way, shape, or form. And I believe that it's all related to oxidative stress. And that's like a whole nother topic in and of itself. But Juice Plus is clinically proven to decrease oxidative stress, which is such an incredible benefit that can solve so many pieces of the puzzle. So I'm just grateful that Juice Plus was in my body and is still in my body. And of course, now everything Abby shares about her and Bo, I'm grateful to have it postpartum as well. And the cool thing about a simple foundation of functional food like Juice Plus is it's the same thing you're going to be doing before pregnancy, during pregnancy, and after pregnancy. Nothing really changes. And that is when you know you are on the right path. It's not something like a warning label of like, don't take if you're pregnant, breastfeeding, nursing, anything like that. This is a foundation of health, no matter if you're pregnant or not, that everyone needs. And I'm just so, so grateful for this community and that they've taught me so many things. I feel like I'm so ahead of the game on just having like this ultimate mom hack. So I'm going to throw it back to you, Abby. Thanks for letting me share.
Thanks, Emily. Oh my goodness. So amazing. And I'm so happy for you. And I can't wait to meet baby O. Okay. So we're going to wrap things up here, friends, but I do want to share what people are saying when it comes to Juice Plus and pregnancy. So this is from Caitlin. Juice Plus has supported my body through 2 pregnancies and postpartum journeys. I experienced minimal swelling, no morning sickness, and regulated weight gain. I had uncomplicated deliveries, my first in the hospital, and my second was a magical home birth. Most of all, both babies were healthy and thriving. This is from Haley. She says, PSA to all pregnant mamas, breastfeeding mamas, and honestly to all women in general, you need Juice Plus. Juice Plus was my prenatal and nutritional source while pregnant with Boone and had continued to be my postpartum nutrition source while breastfeeding. I did not use these supplements when pregnant or postpartum with her first son, and she wishes she had. When she was on maternity leave, she was able to stash 300 ounces of breast milk for her little boy. He gave them some scares being 3 weeks early. And then there was some weight and dehydration concerns, and she was able to work through those because of the powerful nutrition that she had through Juice Plus and her milk. Rachel, I've had 3 pregnancies, all full term and pretty healthy for the most part. My 3rd pregnancy was on Juice Plus, and I definitely felt a difference from the first 2. The big thing that I realized were I didn't gain as much weight. I had better energy. I went only a few days past my due date, and then I went into labor naturally without induction. My postpartum journey was also so much better. With my first 2, she struggled with postpartum anxiety and some depression. And with her 3rd, it was the exact opposite. And she truly believes that getting the right nutrition in her body and learning how to fuel made the biggest impact. Tasha says Juice Plus impacted her insomnia, anxiety, acid reflux, energy during her pregnancy and postpartum. So here's a little bit of Victoria's experience.
Victoria here, and I have been taking Juice Plus for 6 years now, and I am now pregnant 12 weeks. And I'm taking Juice Plus as my prenatal, and I'm so excited for so many reasons. But the first and obvious reason is in this first trimester, it has been pretty rough as far as getting healthy food into my body. Seems like the only thing that my body can hold down is bread and chips and carbs and just junk. So being that I'm taking Juice Plus, it's so great to have the peace of mind that like I'm giving my body that nutrition, even though I might not be eating what I want every single day. But aside from that, it comes down to research. A lot of the prenatals we're told to take. What's the research behind it? I don't even know if there is any. And there's things like gelatin and, syrups and just oils in the gummies or in the capsules that we're taking of typical prenatal brands. And Juice Plus is just whole food. It's just whole food in a capsule. And when we get the right amount of nutrition we need, our bodies do function correctly. And so I know for me, feeding myself and feeding my little peanut, Juice Plus is literally the best thing that I could be taking, especially while I'm eating for 2.
I love Victoria's experience, and it's been so cool to watch her share. So, okay, maybe you're sitting here and you've got Juice Plus, or maybe you don't have Juice Plus in your cabinet yet, and you're wondering how you can take it during pregnancy. So this is what Dr. Doug Odom, the OBGYN that did that incredible study in 2000 to 2003, this is what he recommends. So the first trimester, 2 capsules of each fruit, veggie, berry, and omega blend. Second trimester, 3, third trimester, 4, and continue with 4 capsules as long as you are nursing, if you plan to do that plus 4 months. So you can do capsules or chewables. I'm going to tell you to be consistent, choose whatever you are going to be consistent with. I personally felt comfortable, and I know that Emily feels the same, and so does Victoria, using Juice Plus solely as our prenatal. Some people choose to do Juice Plus and another prenatal. So it's really boils down to what your comfort level is, but I will tell you that you can use Juice Plus solely as your prenatal and getting everything that you need through food. Okay, so I'm going to turn it back over to Emily. We've got a couple things left to share here, but she's going to share a really cool resource from her midwife here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I love just through all of this, I'm thinking about how nutrition plays such a key role in pregnancy, and inside that piece of nutrition of that puzzle, Juice Plus is a piece of the nutrition puzzle. So it's just really such a key, like, it's like putting together the puzzle. And I love that when one thing leads to another, God designed our bodies in such a miraculous way. And when my midwife shared this with me, I thought, oh my gosh, here is one of the amazing, like 40 reasons to go the full 40 weeks. And the study, the retrospective study that Abby showed earlier, just showed that Dr. Doug Odom's patients were going, we're having full term labors, and we're like, okay, well, what's the benefit there? And when you really look into it, if you guys just read some of these, I won't go through all of them, but it reduces the baby's risk for jaundice. You recover faster and easier from a natural labor. You'll probably have a short hospital stay too. Maximizes baby's lung health. Babies born just 2 or more weeks early can have twice the number of complications with breathing. It reduces your risk of having a C-section, reduce your risk of having forceps or vacuum birth, NICU stay. So many incredible things. I mean, this is just a snippet of like also just all of the benefits you can have if you decide to nurse. Going the full 40 weeks, we like to call them in the Juice Plus world a vine ripened baby. And so don't be scared to go all 40 weeks. Your body is meant to go all 40 weeks. Your body is designed to cook that baby as long as possible, give it all of its nutrients, give it all of its goodness. And it's just really cool to see, like, even number 17 says you can enjoy birth more. Spontaneous birth waves are much more comfortable and manageable than Pitocin or induction medication birth waves. And of course, we're not here to, shame or blame anyone who decides to get induced, but it's just encouragement to know, just to remind you that our bodies are made to go the 40 weeks and are made to do amazing things. And it all starts with what you're feeding it and nourishing it with. So thanks, Abby.
Awesome, Emily. Thank you so much. Okay, so some health tips to consider adding to your life, whether you're wanting to have kids, you're pregnant, or you're postpartum. So we obviously can't recommend enough that you add Juice Plus into your life, no matter what stage and season you are in. Consider seeing a chiropractor to keep your body in alignment. This is something I did. I know Emily's done it. It was huge for me during pregnancy. I've done it postpartum as well. Working out and moving your body for at least 3.5 hours total a week. Walking is the best form of movement and amazing for you throughout your entire pregnancy. Drinking a glass of green tea daily, consuming your body weight in ounces of water, and getting plenty of sunshine and rest. So we invite you to join us. There's a couple options here. Maybe you've been sitting here tonight and you are not a Juice Plus customer, and that is absolutely an option for you. And we would absolutely love to lock arms with you, bring you into our community, and usher you and walk with you through this amazing journey wherever you are. Maybe you've been sitting here tonight and you're like, oh my gosh, I have some girlfriends that I know are pregnant, or they're wanting to become pregnant, or maybe they're postpartum and they're struggling. And this could be just what they need. And maybe you want to become a partner and share an affiliate and share with a couple of your friends, or maybe you want to build a little side income. That's what Emily and myself, we've actually decided to do this full time. We're so passionate in impacting hundreds and hundreds of families. It is our pride and joy and something that we love doing. So maybe that's something you're interested in, and we'd love to talk to you more about that. And you can get with the person that invited you and decide what option's right for you. So wrapping things up, I've got a free resource for you. You're going to text the word focus to this number below, and it is a 6-page document with foods to focus on before, during, and after pregnancy. An amazing resource that I hope blesses you. And so thank you so much for being here tonight. I hope that it encouraged, empowered, inspired you. And no matter what, we hope that this Juice Plus experience workshop leaves you feeling inspired and empowered to just take that next right step, whatever that is for you. So thank you so much for being here tonight. Have a beautiful evening, peace and blessings, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.